7 North African migrants have died trying to reach Spain's Canary Islands from Morocco in a small inflatable boat. Spanish authorities say a rescue crew found 5 of the men dead in the boat drifting off Bastian beach on Lanzarote Island, about 130 kilometers from the Moroccan coastline. Authorities received an emergency call around midday, alerting them to the drifting boat and found the 5 dead bodies inside. 2 other men died trying to swim for the coast. Medics were unable to resuscitate them. 20 other migrants were treated for various stages of hypothermia, while several were transferred to hospitals. The number of migrants arriving in Spain by sea from North Africa doubled in 2017 from the year before, as thousands try to flee conflict in Africa and the Middle East. Now, for more on the migrant situation in Spain, journalist Martin Roberts joins me live via Skype from Madrid. Robert, welcome to Africa 54.
Thank you for calling me.
Yeah. Now, first, many times we don't really cover this Morocco-Spain migration. Tell us, how is the situation there as compared, say, to the Libya-Italy situation, which we cover more often?
Well, first of all, I think I'd like to say that Spanish public opinion, at least, is very sympathetic. And indeed, I think there have been moves saying that the government here is not actually doing enough. There's been a lot of criticism that the government hasn't taken enough anything like its quota, on a related issue of, say, Syrian, war refugees. And I think in general, I think compared to other countries in Europe, xenophobia isn't an issue. It's not a party political issue. People are very supportive, and indeed.
We're running into trouble there, but I hope the line gets a bit clear. In terms of the preferences of these migrants, are there many who really want to come and stay in Spain, or are they trying to do the same thing they do with Italy? They just want to kind of get there, step onto European soil and move on?
Well, I think it's quite clear that Spain is a very accessible way of getting into Europe, because at the closest point, the two, Spain and Morocco are only 9 miles apart. In fact, if you stand on the southern Spanish coast, you can see Morocco very, very easily. You can even see the streetlights. And I think it's clear that, once people get through the refugee camps and they get some sort of a status, then yes, they do tend to head towards the wealthier countries in Northern Europe. But that said, a lot do actually stay in Spain, and a lot do actually find work here.
The famous, development there was the wall, the fence rather, which makes it a little difficult for people to cross over. How is that viewed generally in terms of the Spanish welcoming of especially people in distress?
Well, today, the Spanish authorities actually blocked the wall at Ceuta, that's a Spanish enclave in Morocco, because 200 people tried to rush it. But there's a disconnect here between public opinion and the authorities, because a lot of media and a lot, public opinion refer to that as the wall of shame. On the other hand, the authorities are, are clamping down on it. So there's a difference of an opinion there.
Sure, nobody wants walls or fences. Martin, thank you very much for your reporting. And that's journalist Martin Roberts is reporting live via Skype from Madrid in Spain.